Hello, my wonderful, sweet babies. Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to the land of hooligans. But hello, you guys, how are we doing? Good afternoon or morning or, space-time continuum where you're at, happy time. We are here to discuss about this weird situation that happened with AT&T yesterday. So apparently AT&T went down and they were down for like a whole day, and it's just now getting up because I don't use AT&T for any other services, but my brother does for Wi-Fi, and it was just really wonky the last couple of days. So seeing that, and it says, it's even right there on my thing right there, it says it's not secure. So AT&T went down yesterday, all day, pretty much everybody freaked out. Nobody could access call logs or be able to call anybody or able to get out messages, and nobody was able to use their cell phone services. And they're now saying that it was a possible cyber attack. I gathered up a couple of YouTube clips, news clippings. We're going to read an article, and then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the situation, and then I'm going to hand it off to you guys and, see what you guys think. Because me, I'm kind of, I'm with them on it. I think it was a cyber attack because, I got to look more into it. I just felt like, after what happened with, the Obamas putting out that movie about the grid going down and cyber attacks and all that extra shit.
Everything is going to be okay, isn't it?
We are seeing ongoing cyber attacks across the country.
And then all of a sudden, 2024, AT&T is pretty much, going down. Oh, yeah. There's some wonky ass shit, predictive programming things going on. So I'm going to have you guys take a look at these videos and these news channels talking about it. And then we're going to read off an article and then give you guys my thoughts.
We got some breaking news right at the top, and a lot of Americans are feeling it right now. If you've had some trouble using your cell phone this morning, it's not just you. You're not alone.
Yeah, major carriers have been experiencing widespread outages all across the country, though AT&T is the most affected overnight. Users are on social media, and they're saying their cell service was down. They were unable to make or receive calls. Many are saying, though, texts appear to be working just fine. We're going to try to sort all this out with NBC's Brian Chung. Hey, Brian, good morning.
Good morning. Some pretty alarming issues here nationwide when it comes to the cell phone outages. So it's happening at three major carriers. It's happening at Verizon, AT&T, and also T-Mobile. AT&T appears to be the most affected with about 30,000 outages. It went down and then spiked back up alarmingly. We've also seen issues around 1,000 in number at Verizon and T-Mobile. And what seems like a good sign, AT&T outages, they did dip. But again, we're going to see whether or not after they've spiked again, can they really resolve those issues? Now, some of the most affected areas so far, they include San Francisco, Los Angeles, Houston, Atlanta. So it's happening in many pockets across the country. And there have been alarming reports from the San Francisco Fire Department that they can't get 911 calls. So this is really impacting some emergency services. We don't know what the reason is for the outage. The San Francisco Fire Department is saying in some cases you should try to use a landline, and we reach out to all of the companies for comment. We have not heard back since.
What's interesting is that it's more than one carrier. So, there's a range of possibilities, I suppose, and we just don't know yet what happened here.
Right. Is it something that could be hacking related? Is it something that could be weather related, satellite related? We don't know at the moment. We're trying to get more information, but we have not heard back yet.
But it's affecting big cities right now. That's where you're getting the most reports from.
Yeah,
major
and
cities.
Even anecdotally, even this morning we've heard of some of our own colleagues having issues reaching some of us by cell phone. But again, this is happening. It's still happening. We're trying to see how
interesting
they
also
resolve
that it's nationwide. There's not one region affected.
Right.
Yeah.
And nothing from the carriers. You said they haven't made any comment as to what's going on.
They have not, no. But again, we've been hearing of issues in South Carolina, in New York City as well. So again, it seemed like AT&T was able to make the number go down, but then it spiked back up again. So again, it's just, we're not out of the woods yet.
All right, stay on it, Brian. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Working. It is up and running. It was from about 3 o'clock yesterday morning all the way to around noon. And this morning we're learning new details about just what caused that major outage for so many AT&T customers yesterday.
Yeah, really inconvenient. Service has been restored this morning, but many of you probably woke up and realized you couldn't make a phone call or send a text. Take a look at this map. It shows all the cities impacted by the outage. AT&T says up to 70,000 people were affected. That is the number of customers who reported it. So likely more. The actual number's much higher, I'm sure.
All right, Chris Sadeghi live in our newsroom with more this morning. And Chris, we now know, according to AT&T, what may have caused this outage.
We do have a cause, Mark. That service is restored this morning, but we now know it was a botched software upgrade that caused outages across AT&T's network, not a cyber attack, as many speculated. AT&T said there was a coding error while trying to expand their network, and it left thousands disconnected from phone and internet service on their mobile devices for much of the day. The website Down Detector reports outages hit a peak of 74,000 around 9 in the morning, and again, that's just those that were reported. But all was restored by 3:30 in the afternoon. That's nearly 12 hours after the first reported outages. It gave customers a taste of life before smartphones. MedStar said their paramedics had to use those old school map books because their GPS systems wouldn't work, and passengers trying to make it to DFW International for a flight were left in limbo because rideshare services couldn't connect, and those drivers missed out on income.
I had no service. I couldn't work. I was heading home. I lived 2 hours away and come out here to work for a few days, and then I head back.
So all sorts of disruption. AT&T did apologize to customers and said they are taking steps to ensure it won't happen again. Now that we know it was a technical issue, you may have heard that speculation that it was a solar phenomenon causing it. And for that, Mariel Ruiz is here to explain what's happening on the surface of the sun. Mariel.
Yeah, really interesting. I thought it'd be a fun way to kind of introduce some space weather chat into our mornings, right? Who doesn't love that? I do want to emphasize that space weather and Earth weather are not the same thing. We're experts in Earth weather, but of course, science is always fun. So here's a look at satellite imagery. This is the sun, y'all. And during that solar flare, you can see that really bright spot. That's just one of them. The other one you can kind of see there on the bottom of left hand of the sun. Okay, so these were two major solar flares that happened. We have had a total of 3 this week, but I want to focus on the first 2 that happened. The first one was Wednesday afternoon and evening around 5:07 local time. The second one happened overnight Wednesday into Thursday right after midnight. So that one was the one that they were like, oh, that could have caused the issues with the outage. But let's talk about what it is. The flare is actually an eruption of energy from the sun. It can last anywhere from minutes to hours. R3 signifies a strong solar flare. That's just a space weather scale. That does not happen very frequent. So this week just happened to be a coincidence. But this actually can disrupt high frequency radio signals, radar, and GPS. But this can only happen on the sunlit side of the Earth, which we were not at when these happened. So a space weather event did not cause the outage because cell phones also happen to be low frequency. So you don't have to worry about that in the future, Mark.
So no space lasers either?
No.
All right, not this time. All right, thank you for that.
Maybe next time.
Well, this morning.
Everybody keep complaining and shit, bro.
This is crazy because I can't even get a text message or a phone call out.
But sir, what do you want me to do? Like, what the hell, man?
Hey, I know it's not your fault. The problem matter is...
No, it is his fault.
How is it my fault?
He needs to fix it.
We've got an issue here with AT&T. I can't get a phone call or a text out. I'm here in Maitland, Florida.
Sir, we're having an outage. Do you know what an outage means?
I can understand what an outage is.
So what the fuck do you want me to do, though? What do you want me to do?
You can't do anything. We gotta talk to corporate. We gotta talk to...
Yeah, where's corporate? Because
man, y'all can call corporate, Obama, Trump, Biden, whoever y'all want to, bro. Go to Verizon, go to some shit.
I don't want Verizon. I want AT&T.
Yeah,
so look,
AT&T.
How about this? How about you wait till that motherfucking outage is over and then go back today, bro? Cause I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. Y'all stressing me out. I already don't get paid enough. So what the fuck do y'all want me to do?
It is what it is. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get some chicken teriyaki over the channel.
Alright, let's read this article. I want to read the one that's fear-mongering. Sorry guys. I like to get a little dramatic. We gotta build suspense now. and we'll deduce our opinions from there. So you guys seen those memes and those videos about what's going on yesterday, and we can get started. So this is ABC Chicago News. AT&T nationwide outages caused by software update, not malicious intent. Sources, and this is by Max Zahn, John Hartford, Josh Mulligan, and Luke Barr of ABC News. This was done yesterday around 8:36 p.m., so fairly recent. A temporary network disruption that affected AT&T and customers in the U.S. Thursday was caused by a software update gone wrong, according to preliminary information from two sources familiar with the situation. Sources have told ABC News that there is nothing nefarious or malicious about the incident. AT&T declined to comment on about the situation to ABC News Thursday evening. The disruption prompted federal agencies to investigate whether the outage was caused by a cyber attack. That's weird. In an earlier statement to ABC News, AT&T confirmed the outage and advised customers to take calls over Wi-Fi. Some of our customers are experiencing wireless service interruptions this morning. We are working urgently to restore service to them. We encourage the use of Wi-Fi calling until service is restored, an AT&T spokesman said. Late Thursday afternoon, AT&T has issued an update saying that its network had been fully restored. Had a little stroke there. We had restored wireless service to all our affected customers. We sincerely apologize to them. Keeping our customers connected remains our top priority, and we are taking steps to ensure our customers do not experience this again in the future, the company said in a message on its website. So yep, Indiana, yeah, we were hit hard. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, because John couldn't, Mufasa couldn't make any calls. Our Wi-Fi was not working, and he kept trying to blame me for it. Jesus. Two sources briefed on the situation told ABC News that the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, among other agencies, had been urgently investigating to determine whether the AT&T outages were the result of a cyber attack or a hack or simply some sort of technical malfunction. Because, it could be, they said update, but you never know who could have known their hands, who could have been a spy, got their, update in some malware. You just never know. So, yeah, that's actually a good, I'm glad that they, checking up on that. As of 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, reported, according to a confidential memo obtained by ABC News, that the cause of the outage is unknown and there are no indications of malicious activity. CISA is an agency within DHS tasked with monitoring cyber threats. Nice. The FCC has been in touch with AT&T and conversations are ongoing to figure out what's causing today's outages, according to National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby. This afternoon, Kirby told reporters that DHS and the FBI are looking into the outages as well, and we're working with the tech industry and network providers to see what can be done from a federal perspective to enhance their investigative efforts to figure out what happened here. The bottom line is we don't have all the answers. We're working very hard to see if we can get to the ground truth of exactly what happened. Several police departments and municipalities warn local residents of what they describe as a nationwide outage. Oof, that is scary. In turn, officials urge callers to contract emergency services by alternative means. There is a nationwide AT&T outage that is preventing wireless customers from making and receiving any phone calls, including to 911. The Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department, which serves the Charlotte, North Carolina area, said in a post on Twitter, "We're not calling it that. Her name is Twitter. Their name is Twitter. The heck." All right, so yeah, they don't even know if it was a cyber attack or not. So that is terrifying. That's terrifying. And AT&T trying to save face and saying, "Oh, it's just an update. It's just an update." But yeah, you don't know who had that update and made it do that. AT&T. That is scary. That is scary. This is why, I don't mind going off the grid. Like I said, y'all guys are gonna see my thoughts. Like I said, I think it is a cyber attack. That is very scary, and I do believe that AT&T is trying to save face, trying not to scare their customers and you know business. So yeah, that's that's scary as hell. What the hell? All right, you guys seen those clippings, and you guys saw those little memes about it. Yeah, again, personally, my thoughts on it is pretty much that it's probably, possibly, you know, some people touching around the AT&T servers and trying to see what they can get away with. I do believe it's a cyber attack because it was just out of nowhere. And AT&T is a pretty large company, and it holds a lot of people. It has a lot of customers, a lot of people that use their servers, a lot of businesses, city streets use AT&T services. So yeah, I can see it being a cyber attack, them coming at them, or at, you know, America using this, because yeah, I mean, everybody pretty much uses this main. I mean, I haven't really looked into the pillars of, you know, the fiber networks or whatever, so I don't know who owns all of what, but from what I'm seeing, most people use AT&T. So yeah, that's not out of the bounds of thinking that's a cyber attack, that they're trying to see what they can get away with, what they can do, how they can destroy the grid of America and have us go into nothing but chaos. Yeah, that what was it? Leave the World Behind. That movie is definitely predict the program. Leave the World Behind. You guys gotta watch that if you haven't already, which I'm pretty sure everybody has. It was produced by the Obamas, and it had just a whole bunch of symbols and, you know, predictive programming. Just a lot of symbolism in that. And it was just very on the nose with a lot of conspiracy theories that we talked about. It's just like pretty much put in your face like type stuff. And I was like, wow, no holds bars now. 2024 is the day and age of Aquarius, and nobody is holding back them truths. And I'm right there with you people. I'm right there with them. I'm right there with them. But not with the people that's doing this shit. I'm right there with the people telling the truth or getting their truth out there. And it seems like the truth is that we might end up becoming under a cyber attack or something in the coming, coming future. And it's scary. We all gotta bunker down and hurry up and get our shit together as far as supplies, survival methods, all that stuff. Just make sure that, you guys are stocked up, not trying to fear mongering, but you always gotta, you never know, you gotta be prepared. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Like I said, it was very creepy about the AT&T outages. And then just the simple fact that, we had a movie last year, not even like 2 years ago. It was like literally like a few months ago, came out about this exact situation. And, we're just getting, little spits and pieces of it now. Yeah, something's going to happen. I just feel like 2024, and yeah, I just feel like 2024 has this energy about it. So something's about to pop off. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this quick little video I got going on here. Hope you guys see you guys soon, and thanks again for all the subscribers. I can finally say that we are on our way to 500. So congrats to you and all of you guys who subscribe to me. I appreciate it. We're on our way. We're about to build a nice little community. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Color.